copy of stickers. But if we give him a round of applause for the birthday. When you see these pieces, you know, so just so that Eric Edwards has pieces of African art from every single country in Africa. It is a personal collection that he started as inspired by his father. When he was 5 years old, his father told him, "You brought a globe with you. You brought a globe to the house." And asked Eric Edwards to point to Africa. And from that moment, Eric Edwards has been inspired to collect African art. And that is what we're going to see today. It's his personal collection that he wants to give back to Brooklyn. So he's also opening a museum in Bed-Stuy in the coming future, where he's going to give his personal collection to the people of Brooklyn. I want to thank you all for having me.
Good evening. Good evening. I want to thank enormously Reynoso for bringing us back for the second year for Black History Month. It's an incredible honor for us and puts extra wind in our sails for what we know we must do to get back to the people of New York City, but primarily the people of Brooklyn. Their art and history and cultural instruction. Our museum and cultural museum embodies. It's taken me over 51 years to put together an amazing collection of African artifacts, which is over 3,000 items, covering over 4,000 years of history. And all of the 54 countries of Africa and the US. I want to commemorate this night to my sister, which I lost, Myrna Dolores Williams, who was a major partner with me in establishing the Cultural Museum of African Art. We lost her on January 6th. But I know her spirit is here with us and is still guiding us to open this museum in Bed-Stuy, restoration which we are tentatively scheduled to happen in March of 2023. The work goes on daily. We work on it real hard. I have an incredible staff that assist me, and I'm going to give special note to Eddie Gardner. He's in the crowd here, my strategic projects manager, and an amazing board of directors, and partners and student docents that we have just taken on, who are going to provide and are providing incredible lift to our wings for this endeavor that we're taking upon us. I want to thank Big Evans College, who's providing those for the museum, as well as the Brooklyn College. You will see when you go upstairs a synopsis, a tiny synopsis of the collection that will be presented at Bed-Stuy Exhibition. It's designed to put voice to the artifacts, to give you the reasons for creation, tell you when they were created, and how they will apply in underpinning our story of creation, giving, application, strength, spirituality, and a sense of being and belonging to all of us. Along with this collection, we've developed an educational course that's approximately 8 weeks in length at this time, but with the additional staff we are incorporating into the museum, that will be extended and strengthened and given back to you. So you will all know the pathways, which are many, and the technical power of our being and our intellect that's encapsulated in these pieces, to put voice to your own importance and that of the diaspora, and to highlight those incredible skills, both technical and mental, that we brought well beyond the Middle Passage to the shores of Europe and the United States, and particularly enabled this country to become an amazing power that it is today.
Yes.
And we don't stop there. We also make sure that we put voice to the evidence of that the artifacts have to offer, to show that we are all connected, all ilks and races and creeds, because it underscores with evidence. That's what the collection really is. It's the evidence of our accomplishment. And with that, it gives the true essence and meaning of why we all must work together and join together to make this a better world. It gives to us and our children the measure of respect that is lacking in the nomenclature of everyday life in the United States and beyond. As I said, the evidence of the craftsmanship in metallurgy, science, architecture, sculpture, design, biology, medicine, and I could go on and on. It's all encapsulated to be decoded in the pieces themselves. We have just scratched the surface of what they have to speak back to you and your children. And in the museum that we are open, we're going to create a center for study in science and historical development within the museum itself, as far as to lay out in written form and pictorial form the evidence of the words that the collection has to speak. And through my own development, as Antonio just spoke to as far as what I experienced with my father at the age of approximately 5, as far as to let me know, and my sister know, and my brother know, that we were important and we contributed to the evolution of man and womankind just as well as anyone else did. And it's my responsibility. That knowledge alone, through that evidential experience, enabled me to become the person I was and to rise to the levels I did in order to collect a collection such that has been a gift to me from God, really. How I put all of that together with guidance. I didn't do it by myself. I did it by the powers of those around me and by spiritual endowment and healing myself. So it was powers greater than me that guided me. the journey, and I know my sister Myrna is still on my side, and I'm going to give it back to you. A collection that's worth multiple billions of dollars. And I'm going to give it back to you so it can raise your children and your children's children and their children's children. The importance to give them the lessons to know who they are and what they have given to mankind and womankind. And I think this is the only way to do it. And through dialogue with all of our peers, brothers and sisters in ethnicities of all sorts, it's through dialogue and understanding through education, which we will offer, that will bring all of us closer together and make this a much better world than the one that we had when we came to. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the great young members. We're going to go through a very short program because we want everybody to go upstairs and see what he's talking about. But we got to thank the people that made this possible. We have sponsors that came together and thought that this was such a good event to sponsor to be a part of the presentation of this museum was important. So I want to bring up first and foremost Ronnie Schroeder, the Senior Vice President and Business Banking Market Manager at Citizens Bank, for their contribution to our presentation.
Good evening, Brooklyn. It is my honor to be here sitting in front of you and represent the citizens. You may have noticed that in this specific neighborhood alone, we've been expanding in practically the position and condition of Investors Bank. We now have more than 22 branches in Brooklyn alone, so let's go Brooklyn. The New York community continues to be a priority for citizens, and we're committed to listening and understanding the challenges and opportunities facing the region. Entering into New York is very important for us, strengthening the northeastern market, connecting New England and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Citizens has been deeply committed to supporting customers, colleagues, and communities all over. We live, work, and play. We are guided by a credo which calls on us to perform the best, help them, and all of those that we serve each day. Knowing the pivotal role that bank plays in our communities only heightens our responsibility to evolve our leadership, offerings, and people strategies to create diverse and inclusive teams that are reflective of our customer base while spreading our ability to build social equity and drive systemic change. And therefore, we jump and honored to be part of this great event. And thank you to the board president and to all who are involved in it. Congratulations. And again, go Brooklyn, we're proud of this. And enjoy the wonderful collection and part of the cultural museum part. And thank you, Eric Edwards, for bringing us to Brooklyn and making this happen. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Chuck Miller, who's the Vice President of Government and Public Affairs at Macy's, who's also a sponsor for us today. Please give it up for Macy's.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you, President Reynoso, and give it up for your royal president. It'll be great. This is the most dynamic, the most diverse, the most vibrant community in America. And Macy's, our store on Global Street, has been a part of this community since 1860. Next as well, my friend Linda Silva, who knows how to put on a great part of doing tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring greetings from ACC here in Jeff Quebec, who is a resident of Brooklyn, and he says hello. Under his leadership, we're on a mission at Macy's to create a brighter future with full representation for everyone. You can see what that looks like if our story down the street and go to our website. And while that's what we'll do in the future, what I want to say to you tonight is that we remember the bridges that carry us here. We remember that we are tethered to our past, and we celebrate our heritage. And tonight, as we will stand among these symbols and artifacts, as a cradle of civilization, we will value them because we see in them the history of our own shared culture, in our country, in our city, in our community. So tonight we celebrate together, we celebrate that history. And tomorrow we go about the important work of honoring that history by empowering all of our brothers and sisters to tell their story and pursue their dreams.
Thank you,
We are delighted to be part of this. Thank you.
Now we call Anne-Marie Adamson, Director of Strategic Projects for Animal Health. Anne-Marie. So let's just give a shout out, please, a round of applause to Animal Health, who's constantly being a great sponsor. Now, Senior Piper, it's not Anne-Marie.
Can we wait for Anne-Marie?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
Yeah. Sierra Piper, the New York City Community Manager for National Grid. I want to thank them for consistently and constantly being a great sponsor for us with these events. And this one is no different, so please come on there.
Good evening. My name is Cecilia Piper, and I was so welcome. I'm the New York City Community Manager here for National Grid. I just want to say thank you to the borough residents and dynamic team who continues to put out these wonderful events. Here at National Grid, we understand the importance of uplifting our customers and being where they are. So acknowledging the authenticity of the cultures here that make up Brooklyn, the authenticity of what makes us us. So we're always proud to support these events, whether it's New Year, Black History Month, and uplifting our cultures because as the person before me just said so elegantly, we have to build bridges to get where we are. So we're always proud to support, proud to make sure that we're keeping these events here in our community free to all and accessible to all, which is most important, especially coming to our clean energy future. So with that, I just want to wish everyone a great evening. I look forward to seeing Mr. Edwards' selection that will go forward for the generations to come.
All right, so I want to call up, we have our elected officials with us here today, and I want you guys to give a great round of applause. We can bring up Councilmember Mercedes Garcia. Councilmember Rita Joseph, my two sisters from on the side of the island. Assemblymember Vice Forrest, where is she? And Senator Jabari Bridgewater, come on out.
Good evening, everyone. Sarcastic? Okay, so you know my heritage. I don't have to say much. I'm from Haiti to America. I appreciate you. I want to say for the little small Peak Island, I appreciate your work. And that is, when we're talking about history, we cannot leave that behind. And thank you for folks like you that take a step forward and remind us who we are, where we came from. We came from greatness. And I was talking to the president of Peterborough. I love to see black women in the front. Yes. I see men on effort. Education. Read on my colleagues. Educators. Me as a nurse, I'm going to say Dr. Brown here in the house from Brookdale. So those are all the things that we're doing wherever we are. So I want to say to you that you can never know where they came from and where they are there. I thank you, Mr. Edwards, for being a keeper of the legacy and trusting us to pass it on to us. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, Brooklyn. How's it going? All right. Senator Bristol, before Cleveland Hill, Bed-Stuy, Brownsville. Pleasure to see you all. I really want to thank the borough president for hosting us tonight. Thank you, Mr. Edwards, for just a rich legacy that you can preserve our community. And truly, I can't wait for all of the field trips, even the teachers. Right? We all do the field trip out there to the museum to see it. I'm very excited. I am just looking at a sea of beautiful black faces, and our people are just so beautiful, so talented, so intelligent, and also just want to acknowledge the bittersweet moment we're in. I know we want to thrive, but I'm sure you can see the articles. Brooklyn is losing black people en masse, right? Going out to Long Island, going out to the South. We're losing them. The rent is too high, the cost of living is too high. It's very important that we have allies like us in government who are working through everything to make sure that housing is a human right. So whether you are renters here about the increasing cost of rent, whether you're a homeowner or you're worried about debt, we're going to do this to ensure that if you are in your home, you can stay in your home. And I also want to just plug my bill with a very close passing, which is to create a community-led vision to establish reparations in the state of New York. Where I'm really feel confident. And I just want to say black love, black power, and I appreciate you all being here. Thank you.
Also want to second over Joanne Simon.
Thank you, Mr. Borough President, my colleagues in government for being here, and to all of you for being here. This is, celebrating Black history is so important because Black history is our history. And it's American history, and I am very happy to always be here and be an ally for people of color in this country and in this state and in this city. And so I just wanted to share my greetings and enjoy the festivities.
Stay on here and we're up to the last part before we have our performance. So please stay here because now it is my honor, because we are recognizing one person here today. It's a special individual here with us tonight that has shown his outstanding commitment for promoting excellence in healthcare in our community. I'd like to invite, well, I'm going to do this back. I want to talk about the president of the country. He's a founding member and CEO of One Brooklyn Health System. Proves that we're stronger together, responsible for bringing together 3 diverse boards of Brooklyn Hospital Medical Center, Interfaith Medical Center, and Kingsborough Jewish Medical Center to create one operating health system and provide recognized the best possible care. I want to be clear, this is someone that is set forward on a healthcare front to unite 3 hospitals so that we can bring excellent care to the people of Brooklyn. And this is why we have them all recognized. I want to present now to you, Ms. Lorraine Brown.
I was standing here and listening to the records, and I was so overwhelmed by everything that you talked about in terms of your journey. But most importantly, the largeness of your heart in having spent, you said 51 years with your siblings to collect, as the councilmember said, to collect a legacy. My son went to Egypt to visit that son. And I have all these great pictures. But while he was there, he kept sending me messages about, these are our people. This is where we're from. Not just But just my heart is bursting with pride as to what you've done and the gift that you're giving all of us. All of us who stand today, and all of us who are standing in Brooklyn in the future. And particularly to the young folks, because we always have to be reminded about our beauty and our gifts and our spirit. Particularly every day when I hear on the news someone was taken to the trauma center in Brooklyn. My heart falls. It falls because we have yet another Brooklynite who has been in some kind of tragic event. My heart gets lifted, however, when I get the message from the doctors, the leadership in Brooklyn that says, we saved another life. We saved another life. Now, we don't always save folks, unfortunately, but we save so many. We save so many so that they can go on and contribute to Brooklyn, to their families, to this society. And that's what I'm most proud of. I'm proud of having the responsibility, having been the gift to create a healthcare delivery system that is respectful, that provides the best possible healthcare, that supports the people in the community, because it's not just about the trauma center or the hospital clinic. It's about what we can do to lift up the communities of Brooklyn. To lift up. And so, as part of our legacy, we will show that we can hire from Brooklyn. We're committed to more than 50% of the people who we hire live in the communities that we serve. We are committed to investing capital money that we get from the government back into the community to work with businesses and vendors who are from the community, who are people of color, who are women. We are committed to lifting not just the physical and mental health, but the wealth and the health of Brooklyn. That's my mission. That's one Brooklyn Health's mission. You know, we had a couple of speakers who had, talked about bridges, right? So I looked up something. I was at a meeting yesterday with a group of a team of our staff who were in a room for the next couple of days to come up with ideas about how we could redesign some space that we're going to be in as part of a capital project, but not just to have the architects and the engineers in the room, but the people who deliver the care in the room. And so, as sort of a warm-up session, the facilitator said to everybody in the room, if you could meet someone living or dead, who would you want to meet? So I got up and said, I want to meet two women, Shirley Chisholm, because we're in Brooklyn, and Angela Taylor, two civil rights icons. And so, when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about some of her quotes, but literally, she said, never forget where we came from,
Tony, can you do that in front?
I'm in front.
That's good.
Can we get the sponsors as well to come up, citizens? Main sponsors.
George Hawks, good health. I see you.
Gift card. Macy's and citizens.
Macy's.
Oh, here you go. Wait, we got one more. Let's do
She's probably going outside. She's probably going outside.
Get tight. Get in tight. Big smiles. Big smiles.
In between the two. Come, yeah, you. Oh, there's something. Oh, there's something there. Okay.
Can we say Black Power? Black Power. I love y'all. All right. Thank you so much. So now we're going to have a performance before we head upstairs. But we might get a line for Erica now, who's been a great sponsor for us to say a few words. And after that, we're all going to have a performance, and then we're going to all head upstairs for the museum.
Good evening. So, how are you? I know this has been an amazing evening. I want to thank our illustrious borough president and Governor Reynoso for allowing us this opportunity to be here today. And so, can I get a minute? I promise I won't be long. My name is Henry Anderson. I'm Assistant Vice President of Corporate and Community Engagement for MFL. And we are one of the largest health insurance companies, not-for-profit health insurance companies in the nation. And so for many of the people in this room, if you go to your wallet, you'll find our card. Because we insure the majority of city and state workers. Yes. Every February, Americans across the country. So I'm going to speak quietly until you guys
The rest, yes.
It's okay. I'm late, but, we'll do this right. Every February, Americans across the country pause to reflect on the struggles, celebrate the achievements, and pay tribute to African Americans who, throughout the course of human history, have risen to the stature of leadership, either by choice or circumstance. And those who stood up stirred the spirit and the consciousness, very mentioned Fannie Lou Hamer, of people and brought them together under a banner of unity and justice for all. Along our historical trajectory from the abolition of slavery to the right to vote, the right to education, the right to participate equally in society, to winning the highest seat in the nation, African Americans have been at the forefront of every progressive and social movement. So we're not new progressives. We are the original progressives. That's right. You cannot be a black woman in America, a black man in America, without being progressive. So I couldn't say this without just ending by saying, working in the field of healthcare, thank you, President, we appreciate you, we love you. I would be remiss if I did not mention that racial and ethnic minorities and other vulnerable populations continue to bear disproportionately the burden preventable and treatable illnesses. We must be strongly committed to reversing this trend by focusing our policies and programs on reducing and ultimately eliminating health disparities. By advancing the health and well-being of African Americans today, we are further empowering the next generation of leaders, thinkers, doers, many of you like the ones in this room, who will change the world for the better. So as we celebrate, let us remember to lift others as we have been lifted, love others as we have been loved, and leave our communities and our world a healthier and better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will be performing a dance titled Thank You to commemorate the 60th anniversary of our beloved Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington and the bombing of the boys and girls in North Carolina. Can you please clear the front of the tunnel? Please move back a bit. We need a lot of space for the dancers.
We need to move back again to leave all this space and the doors.
She can stay.
Again, they're doing a little bit more. So if everybody can take a couple steps back, we appreciate it.
Just one more step back, folks. One more step. One more step. They need as much space as possible for the performance. Please, one more step back. All right, the Jamel Games creative outlet. Mr. Eric Edwards, protect Mr. Eric Edwards. Tell him to take a step back. Mr. Edwards,
I'm sorry.
we need you. There you go.
Turn it, no, out. Hey, hey. Come on, y'all. Say what? Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Now we are at the finale of the program, which I know you're excited about because you get to see the exhibit. I want to thank the Brownsville Culinary Center for the food here today, the Red Hook Winery from Brooklyn that is providing you with wine, and the Brooklyn Brewery that is providing you with a beer. Thank you so much for joining me in celebrating this Black History Month. And don't forget again the words from the biggest poets ever stepped on this land. Christopher Wallace, don't forget to spread love to the Brooklyn way, beyond the way. Have a good time, don't go any fashion. Love you all.
Love you so much. Oh, Daniel.
Excuse me, sorry.
You want to get back? Because I don't want to knock it over.
Excuse me, sorry.
A camera.
Excuse me.
Presentation. When you have a sit-down audience, you got to have a sit-down presentation.
Thank you.
That was standing.
Excuse me. Hi, how are you?
Here's some.
He's not here.
When you went back to get the stuff that you went back to the Chambord for?
Yeah, it was.
You missed something and you go back to the Chambord.
Yeah, I found it. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sorry. Go ahead. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I mean, I do my thing. I'm not, you know.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Dances,
Excuse me.
white wine,
Sorry. So sorry. Excuse me.
Hello.
Excuse me. I'm pressed.
Welcome, please come on in. You're gonna love this. Come on in, please come on in.
You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
We'll be in touch.
This is nothing. You have to go to his house. Oh, wow. He's got a forest worth of stuff. 2 or 3 forests, actually. Oh, God. Let me go sit down. I think it's part of that. I'm cussed out if I do.
This brings me like so back to where I'm. Okay, what's the
No, but I was saying that's the video, that's the thing, that's the thing.
Excuse me.
Thank you.